So I recently learned that Beyonce would be going on tour for whatever reason. Oddly enough, I found out she was going on tour through many self professing Christians who were saying that they would be going to her concert. At this point, I would say I'm comfortable enough to believe a majority of people have heard either the visions, the expressions, the dreams, the trances, the words of understanding, the analyses of her various lyrics or music videos from Christians saying that this woman is not a Christian. And if you're someone who chooses not to listen to, watch, or read any of the articles that speak on these things, you yourself can use your comprehensive skills in order to actually sit down and analyze what Beyonce puts out. Be it through her lyrics that she writes herself or other people write for her, be it through her visuals, music videos, or the promotional tools she puts out through her pictures. At this point, one can rightfully say that Beyonce is not a Christian. And you know a Christian by their fruit. By their fruit you shall know them, says the scriptures. If at this point you're a self professing Christian and you still insist on listening to Beyonce or going to her tour, you're practicing willful ignorance. And willful ignorance is the fact that you know what's going on. You have heard about it. But rather than digging deeper, rather than actually getting to the source, getting to the truth, and challenging yourself with said truth, you would rather live in la la land. I know it sounds harsh, but you would rather live in a delusion where Beyonce is in fact a woman of God, a church-going, God-fearing woman who promotes Christ in all her music, whereas that is not the case. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's be very honest with ourselves. A lot of Christians today say they love Jesus. A lot of Christians today swear they have discernment, yet Beyonce is in your face, white and black, showing whose side she's on. Her husband has shown whose side he's on for decades, yet people are still trying to justify. Yeah. At this point, it's up to you to make a decision. No one can make that decision for you. Let down your idols. This process of getting closer to God is not easy because it requires us to stop listening to certain people, to be frank. Stop hanging out with certain people. It sucks. But when it's all said and done, this is your soul that's on the line. And I'm not saying this as a fear tactic of any way, but as you grow to understand the spiritual, you understand the spiritual implications of associating with certain people as well as listening to certain people. And if you on your own decide that you would rather live in ignorance, understand that scripture tells us that my people perish for lack of knowledge, and many of you will in fact perish. Many of you are heading towards perishing without knowing because you so desperately love your favorite musician. Be blessed.